hope you're not gonna show favoritism because he's Justin Bieber, because that might start a problem. I'm showing y'all my trademark. I'm gonna need that. So I got my joint back. And you know what I'm saying? Joint came. I was already getting a gang of Justin Bieber followers. So I started just posting ministry stuff on that joint. The minute I reached it.
They know, let them have it, do it. Okay, I'm erratic, prove it. Never mind, got a mind that'll wind up with me in a lineup behind bars with these bars. Okay, my time.
Team Freedom.
Yeah.
We not through yet.
All right.
TRACKSTARZ Music present.
What's going on? Back in the field with the TRACKSTARZ, Ryan Righteous, SEANTANA, DJ Jeremiah. We got Bizzle and GS in the building. How y'all fellas doing, man?
I don't have any headphones. I'm good now. I'm good, man. Just blessed to be here.
Yeah, man. Hey, me too, man. Thank y'all for having me out here.
Yeah, man. So y'all are in Atlanta for a big concert with Zarub and all of them, Rep the King and all of that, man. So how y'all feeling? Have y'all been to Atlanta before? Is this the first time?
First time I'm ever performing in Atlanta. Like, I've been here, I stopped through, ate at the airport and flew out. But it's the first time I'm rocking out here, man, and since me starting in Christian rap, so I'm
That's
excited.
awesome, man. Well, welcome.
Yeah, this is my first time actually even being in Atlanta and performing out here.
Wow.
And eating out here.
Oh, so where'd y'all go? I heard y'all was at Highland Bakery.
Yeah, Highland Bakery.
Okay.
Got a couple more stops to make. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
We stopping at Gladys Life. We stopping at Sweet Auburn.
Which one, though?
Oh, yeah.
Which Gladys's?
Yeah, it's
Which
two
one?
Gladys's.
I don't even know. The one that you about to tell me I need to go to. That's the one I'm going to.
There's a difference.
Yeah, I already
Oh,
know
yeah.
by the way y'all saying.
But yeah, man, we really appreciate y'all coming through, man. Y'all got some big news. I mean, y'all. The big thing for me was the 7 signing, man. We love 7.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the fact that y'all teamed up was like, yes, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Why didn't this happen already? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was amazing.
Man, 7's been my brother since the beginning. Like, so it's. I'm just I'm happy that we can finally do it and make it official. Like, you know, it's always been God Over Money, A Omega Hog Mob. You know what I'm saying? Young Fly and Say, all of these joints been already connected.
Yeah.
But now we just making it more official on the music side. And like you said, it makes sense. And he's been my big bro, you know what I'm saying, in the faith. And now,
Yeah.
you know, just I really respect even the humility it takes for him as big bro to come under little bro's label.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good.
But he's one of the most solid cats that I've known and met since I started, man. So, you know, love my brother to death.
And GS, you got this I'm Doing Jesus thing coming.
Yeah.
How's that been going for you so far?
Oh, man, it's been cool, man. I've been able to grow the label, man, the last 2 years. And so this year we're doing some different stuff. We adding some more pieces to it. And hopefully, you know, in the next 2-3 years, man, we be a solid force in Christian hip hop.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
That's good, man. Like, so, like, what is it, man? Like, coming out of Houston. Houston seems like it's just one of those the ride or die Christian rap cities. Like, what is that like? What is Houston like? I mean, y'all got some heavy hitters up there, including you guys yourself. But like, what is that like?
Man, Houston is dope. It got a lot of artists out in Houston. I mean, a lot of artists, Christian rap artists. But one of the things is, man, is that I think we're a city that really loves the Lord.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you see a lot of groundwork being done in Houston. So you may see a lot of artists, but it's a lot of groundwork being done. Because I think we just got a city full of sinners. So, you know what I'm saying? God was like, I'm going to just put a lot of Christian rappers here. You know what I'm saying?
You need a lot of workers in this.
Yeah, man, I love Houston, man. Houston is who I am as an artist, who I am as a person, man. And so I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be able to represent God, you know, in Houston.
That's just amazing, man. Like, and I've seen, like, even with you, Biz, like, man, getting that light. I saw on MTV one day, I was scrolling down, I saw your video. Like, how is that? Like, how is that like getting placed on like MTV like that, and like Believers, the song being on that channel, on that website?
Man.
It ain't nothing for me,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like,
another day.
you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Don't be surprised no more, man, at what God can do, what He's been doing.
Yeah.
To the degree where I think it's I try to rely more on God than strategy. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I think even the advice people ask for in Christian rap, yo, so you know, how did you make this happen? And what they want is strategy.
Secret
You know what I'm
formulas.
saying?
Yeah.
But the formulas I tried before I came to Christ. You know what I'm saying? So if I gave you that same formula, it might help you, but I'll be lying about how I got it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So really, I just try to follow God, and He does things that I can't do. He does things I couldn't possibly do. He makes my name pop up in places where it wouldn't have popped up, that I couldn't have strategically planned. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's, I'll just be trying to watch God work and be like, look at him. Look at him.
So not strategy, but what would you say is like the first thing you saw God doing? Like what was the first thing that let you know, oh, this is about to happen for me?
Man, that first record, that Jay-Z record, the Explain to Do, I had kind of let go of rap. I didn't know if God wanted me to quit rap, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I had kind of chalked up the idea of doing rap professionally and all of that. That was just something that I was a Jay-Z fan. I had the Blueprint 3 in rotation, pumping it like, yo, this joint is a classic. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I was already hating and it just got to the point where I was like, yo, somebody has to say something. Somebody has to say something when nobody's saying nothing. So I picked the pen back up. I shot that joint to put the video together because I was like, yo, I need to show visuals for everything I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to sound believable like that. I send it, and I didn't know if they was going to put it up. I didn't know none of that.
Yeah.
I just sent it in and went to Walmart and worked my overnight shift. You feel me? Went back to work, and that joint just start going and going. And you know, in between that time, I still had opportunities to write for other artists and secular artists and stuff like that. And I felt like Christian rap was in the future for me. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know. I don't know. I didn't feel like I was spiritually ready, or I felt like I just had to be at a certain place.
Yeah.
And I felt like the Lord just told me, like, what you gonna do? You gonna continue to write over there? Are you gonna be a Christian rapper? They're calling you a Christian rapper. You know what I'm saying? You want to be a Christian rapper. You don't feel like you're good enough to be a Christian rapper, but I'm saying you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like Jeremiah, or like with Moses. I don't feel like I'm good enough. Why don't you send somebody else?
Yeah.
And he put me there, man, and the whole time I've just been watching. There's been things like when MC Hammer was beefing with Jay-Z. Remember that?
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, on Halloween, I'm going to expose Jay-Z. I'm going to had everybody looking. He got like 2 million followers on Twitter. And Halloween comes, and he posts my record, Explain to Do.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That joint catches fire again. Everybody cussing me out on Twitter again. You know what I'm saying? Justin Bieber changed his name to Bizzle. You know what I'm saying? So then you got mad sites putting I'm in Teen People magazine getting mentioned. There's also a Christian rapper by the name of Bizzle, not to be confused with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then a cat name out of Miami named Bizzle gets killed. And
I know you're talking about.
Nah, Lethal Bizzle's overseas.
But he's with Rick Ross and them, right?
Nah,
I think
I don't think
somebody
he was with
shot
them.
him out on a record. I remember that.
He just, you know, in Miami, and I believe he's like, you know, a reputable dude down there. And when he got killed, and when I woke up, I'm seeing R.I.P. Bizzle all on my joints.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And they're and side note though, me and that Bizzle, back in MySpace days, we kind of had some words because we had the same name. But I was younger, and I had a respect for him because he played me like a little dude.
Yeah.
Like, man, get out of here. Come on, little dude. I'm not trying to. So I had to respect that. You know what I'm saying? So then later on, we exchanged on Twitter after the Jay-Z joint, like, yo, what up? Yada, yada. So, you know what I'm saying? When he passed, it was like, dang. You know what I'm
You
saying?
actually communicated with him.
Yeah,
That's
we had some communication.
Yeah.
Good communication towards the end.
good. Ryan knows
But,
about being compared to people.
Oh yeah.
But
Did you? So I'll tell you.
But they was posting me. They was posting the story about him getting shot and posting pictures of me
Wow.
and my music on all the news channels.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so when I say that it's stuff that
You can't even
I
explain
couldn't
that.
do, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I don't know, man. That's why I just be watching, you know what I'm saying? How I end up over here with Steph Curry at All-Star Weekend. You know what I'm saying? At the release party and all of this, like, he wasn't even... When I first met Steph Curry, I had to explain to people who he was and what team he played for.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So now, I mean, look at him. Look at what God's doing. God's lifting up his people, man.
Yeah.
So I'm really just watching, and ain't no strategy could have did that for Steph.
Well, here's something practical, though. I think what worked is when they found you, your gift, and just my opinion, your gift is that you're able to deliver some truth. You're able to deliver the truth, and it's so clear. You know what I mean? It's not convoluted. You know what I mean? Everything you say is like, I understand every single phrase in this piece, and it comes off so strong with a skill level that's obvious, but it's not like Lupe complicated. You know what I mean? You know, I think that helped, because every time somebody found it, it was like, I hear the entire message of the song.
Yeah.
And you're very good at clearly expressing what you feel. Even with the Macklemore record, it's like, ain't nobody can listen to that and not understand exactly what. It's not mysterious. You say it exactly. This is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So I think that works.
Yeah. What do you think about the white privilege joint that he dropped?
I haven't heard it.
Oh, okay. Because
Are you trying to set him up for another?
No, I'm just saying. I didn't want to. I'm not trying to set nobody up, bro. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just asking that question. Like, he's basically talking about, like, of course, the whole Black Lives Matter thing. So he's talking about that, like, how he's a white guy, and you know, it's privilege. I have white privilege. I do, and then he call out Iggy Azalea, Miley Cyrus for like really just like taking over the black culture and like not really paying back. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
He's doing a reparation song for the Kendrick.
Yeah, almost.
Kendrick.
Yeah. For being Kendrick, got the Grammys. But people are talking about it. People still talking about that and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's called white privilege too, and something like that. So.
I mean, it don't sound like nothing I'll ever.
Yeah, it's like I agree with that.
But I did want to talk about the Unjust Scales. I love that record. Like when you came out with it, and I remember I go on Christian like message boards and hip hop message boards and Christian hip hop message board, and people were talking about it, and it was going back and forth with it. And I was just like, he's speaking truth. What's the problem? Like, what's the problem with what he's saying?
Everybody wants the truth that doesn't sing them, right? So when I do Same Love, everybody jumps on board who's not struggling with homosexuality. Everybody who has a problem, except for those real ones in the middle who struggle with it, but they know the truth when they hear it.
Yeah.
When I do Unjust Scales 1, and I'm getting on black folks, telling them y'all need to get your act together, and we can't just, and what about black on black crime? I'm getting a whole lot of white amens. Then when I turn around and I get at the white church, like, yo, y'all are being insensitive and you're lacking compassion in this area, yada, 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 you naturally have blind spots too. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm here getting all the black amens, and the white people feel like I'm attacking them. But it is what it is, dog. Like, I gotta speak truth against I speak truth against me on my own records. You feel me? And we gotta learn how to hear hard truths even when they go against us, man. And the hard part is because I have a platform, I can't just talk to one group of people. Everybody's gonna hear it. So when I want to talk to the black community, the white community is going to hear it. When I want to talk to the white community, the black community is going to hear it. I want to talk to, you know what I'm saying? If I wanted to make a song strictly for those struggling with homosexuality, the others are going to hear it. So there are no private conversations that can be had. It's me saying this for your benefit. I don't care what they got to say about it. You know what I'm saying? And
now the other thing is you're like a talent finder, right? You got GS, you find Say Loud the Corner, you find Dayton, you find all these like amazing art. Like, how are you? And then no matter where they go, like, he's starting his own label, you still connected to him. Yeah, it's like you building like this web around the whole country. How are you doing that?
That's God, man. Look, I'm telling you, because everybody has a unique. I was just telling somebody today, GS. Literally in high school in 11th grade, GS sat in the classroom behind me and my wife.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how far we go back.
Wow.
He moved to Cali, Northern Cali. I moved to Southern Cali. I moved back. Later on, he moves back. We back in the H. He gets saved. I'm like, yo, come through. We end up going to the same church. Naturally, he rocks with GOM. You know what I'm saying? Say Loud the Corner. That started with a diss record. You know what I'm saying?
About him.
About me.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Didn't know
you
that.
know, he's about to do a show at some club in New York. Boss hit me like, "Yo, you want me to go holler at him?" Boss is gonna go see.
Boss will go in, man.
For me, like he's gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Grow the heck up.
He go to the show. He holler at him. They end up talking outside. He get back to me like, "Yo," he said he's gonna take it down, but yo, I think he was really solid though, man. Like, so he ended up shooting me his music. I end up being like, yo, come on, join GOM. You know what I'm saying? Bumps. I did Christ Reigns.
Yeah.
I did a contest like, yo, you know, I put my verse and the hook out there. Send me y'all verses back. Whoever went, Bumps won. I end up signing him.
Wow.
Dayton, I met through Voss. You know, he used to be battle rapper, do all this stuff. He came on as he really just reached out like, yo, I want to serve and help, you know, in an A&R position or whatever you need, bro, because I see you shouldering a lot of stuff. So he's behind the scenes helping me, you know, just with mixes and all this stuff. And then, you know, just come on. Sev been down, you know what I'm saying? I met Sev because I was doing an interview with a magazine. And after the interview, she was like, do you know Seven? And I was like, nah. She was like, yo, I think you would really click with him. He's a real dude.
Wow.
So naturally, this is back still into MySpace.
Wow.
I hit him on MySpace like, yo, what? And after I saw him, I was like, yo, was you at Frank Nitty's little club, little gangster party back in Riverside? Like, yo, he was like, yeah, I was there. I was like, yo, I knew that. When I was in Riverside, before I was saved, we was at the club at this little event. Sev, Nitty brought Sev on stage, and Sev spit bars, all real stuff though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we already had that connect, that Cali connect, and then later on, here we go sign. So God just links me with like-minded individuals, and however he sees, you know, there's like no one way. Everybody be like, yo, how do you sign artists? I tell them to go back and go to school with me in 11th grade. You know what I'm saying? I tell them, like, there's no way that I can say. It's just God linked me with who he
So
linked me with.
now, GS. So you saw how he built God Over Money. So now you're needing to do the same thing with your label.
Yeah.
What did you learn from that? What kind of tips can you put into your situation?
Man, you know, I keep it 100 with you, man. My struggle was I never wanted to be an artist. You know what I mean? And I struggled with that like the last couple of years I've been doing this music. Like, and Bizzle and I, we would get in, you know, disagreements about it all the time. And I used to be like, "Are you a rapper?" I'm like, "I'm not a rapper, bro. I'm not no rapper." And so, you know, I always use this last line that I don't rap, I tell the truth. It just happened to rhyme. That's where it came from. It came from the interaction him and I would have about me being a rapper. And it's crazy that like, you know, this year I'm focusing on being more of an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, God challenged. I wouldn't say God challenged me. God checked me last year and was just like, yo, you don't have the opportunity to just, you know, do what you want to do with a gift I gave you.
Wow.
I gave it to you
That's
for a
real.
reason.
I
You know what I'm
feel you.
saying?
I
Like,
feel you on
it's people that would love to be in your position, you know, would love to have the opportunities you have and the ability that you have, and you telling me you don't want it. You know what I'm saying? And so it was kind of a check for me to just, you know, want to pursue music in a bigger, you know, in a bigger way. And so so this year, man, but here's the thing though, when I started I'm Doing Jesus, man, behind the scenes, Bizzle has been helping me with a lot of the stuff and the strategy that I've been doing. Yeah, I hit him sometimes and be like, yo, what you think about this? Hey, what you think about that? Because, you know, we was going to the same church. I just recently got full-time at another church. We was going to the same church for like the last 4 or 5 years. So I would see him on a regular basis, not at church, or I'd be at his spot, he'd be at my spot. And so I would always ask him questions about, hey, how did you do this? How did you do that? And he'll say, man, this I think will work for you. Instead of being like, man, you know, you're on your own. So I really respect the fact that, you know, he's gotten to the point where he's gotten to, but then he also like, yo, I got some advice for you, and it'll you know, I think this will work for you because I see. And so, but yeah, man, just in the keep it 100, just humbling myself and accepting that advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially in the you know, the music, you can get real cocky and feel like you somewhere you're not, or feel like you've accomplished something, or it can be true. You've been, you know, people see you a certain way and they view, but for me, it was more so like I had to humble myself and be like, hey, it's some things that I haven't been able to do yet in music, and because of my ignorance or my pride, that's the reason. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because of my ability. It was because of ignorance or the pride. And so once I started to humble myself, man, and do certain things, you start seeing God just kind of move in certain areas of my life. And so so now we grinding now.
It seems like a lot of people look at you all, they follow you on social media, they see the platform size, and they think they want that. But it's so much that comes along with that. What are some of the challenges that you feel like having a platform this size is brought to you, and you would do it over? You might X this out, or you might not bring this into.
It's crazy. I was having a conversation with Bizzle probably about a year ago, and I remember these conversations because for me, like, it's conversations I have with him that I don't have with no other person on earth.
Wow.
Because like they wouldn't understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you said, 11th grade. And then the first label, with music, like they wouldn't understand these So I remember a lot of them, and he was just telling me, he said, yo, GS, you go real, real hard for the underdogs. And there's nothing wrong with that. But one day you're not gonna be the underdog no more.
Yeah.
So just pay attention to how you move.
Yeah.
And I was just like, man, forget that. You know what I'm saying? And it was that that street mentality, man. I come from the street hustling and stuff like that. So I was always playing catch up, I felt, in life. And so I felt like it was gonna be that way over here, and God is like, no. So so man, I think the way I view music now versus the way I viewed it then, I viewed it like, if I had a couple of thousand people listening to my music, I did something.
Yeah.
But I realize that it's bigger than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The world is huge, and there's people who I've seen lives change through my music. People call me or message me online and tell me that their wife was going through something and she listened to this record. Like a guy tell me, man, I played this at my wedding, or man, like, and so you start seeing different areas of God doing things. And then those moments when you get down, homie, you're like, yo, I can be doing a lot more.
Yeah.
And God reminds you through somebody online that you've never met before.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you that what you're doing for me. So
Wow.
I take social media almost just as serious as music.
Wow.
So because I noticed that the things we post online also help people too, man.
Yeah.
So growing in that area of my life, man, and just trying to get to the position of accepting the opportunity as being an artist. I think that would help me do bigger things now. So go ahead.
Oh, no. This is what I wanted to ask. So there's a lot of artists, up and coming artists, that listen to the show, and both of you guys are running labels and building brands. What does a day to day look like? Because I don't think if you're like up and coming and you just rapping by yourself, building a brand and a label feels big. You know what I mean? So what does a day to day responsibility of a label owner look like? What are you responsible for?
He's much busier than me.
Man, it's me trying to build a brand with 2 kids running around the house and trying to right now I'm still trying to find that balance, bro, because I always have the fear of growing up and my kids looking back and seeing that door closed with daddy saying, not right now, son, over and over and over.
Yeah.
And so it's me, you got the social network piece. I tell him the social, you got to start looking at social media as business, because the web is how we connect to people now. We don't have to go knock on radio. You don't have to put our video on your TV station. People can come directly to us and we relate to the people. And it's both, because I'll try to post inspirational stuff, especially if I just got out the word and God gave me something. But then I'll log out and I'll try not to read the comments, because there's always somebody always got something to say about something, and it's very stressful. But that social media plays a part, and then it's just trying to. And I don't want to give too much credit to strategy, even though there is a natural part that has to be done. But I don't give any strategy or any of that the credit, because there's somebody across the state doing the same thing and not getting the same results.
It's not working.
But it's about trying to do things differently. One, you can create your own systems. You can move how you want to move when you create your own business. You have your own label. You can run it how you want to. You don't have to look at this model and be like, oh, we need one of these people. We need one of those people. We need to do it like this. No, you can drop your album on whatever day you want to. You can drop it how you want to. You can drop as many singles, as many videos as you want to. So one is opening your mind. You know what I'm saying? I try to open my mind, create new systems and do things differently.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And not be inside the box of this is how business is supposed to be run. Because I'm not going and I'm not clocking in and doing what somebody tells me I have to do in order for this to be considered business. So you look at different avenues for Christian rappers. Usually it's sales and merch. Is the two, your first two businesses is I have music and I have a shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I need something for people to be able to get from me, especially when I'm not selling a whole lot.
Yeah.
I need a shirt. I need something so that I can at least stay afloat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that, because usually if you're in full-time ministry, you know, because I don't want people. It's not about being money hungry or nothing like that. But you are more valuable to the kingdom when you can do it full time. The same way when you can work a job full time, you're more valuable to that company because you're putting more into that company. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that I can come and travel, the fact that I can go to a prison on a weekday when I would have had to ask my boss if I can take off. You know what I'm saying? It makes me more valuable. But to do that, you have to look at, okay, straight out the gate, I might not be able to do that with sales. So, you know, you might want to look at merch. You want to look at touring, hooking up with different people. Like, and there's a lot of things that I haven't had to work as hard for because of the way I came in, and God just did something special with me. Right. So I try not to just make it sound easy. I don't like to give people my story. You know what I'm saying? But in practicality though, man, you use those social networks. If you have a website, use that. Build your fan base, collect emails, stay in contact. You know what I'm saying? Like, just try to do a bunch of different things. Like, so day to day for me is me working on. Okay, I'm with 7 Yo on this touring thing. Boom, boom, boom. I'm talking to my attorney for we got this thing with the PR company. Then we're working out this deal, this contract. Okay, so this is what the contract says. Okay, boom. I'm off the phone. I'm talking to this person about this thing we're trying to do with the movie. Okay, now I got I forgot Dayton, send me the mixes. We need to get these mastered. Okay, how are we gonna Raging Moses, you got the graphics. Okay, I want the layout to be like this. We need a couple videos. I need something dropping every week, no matter what it is. Let's do the track listing this day. Then let's give some time because we're gonna drop a little video in between, and it's just a bunch of stuff at the same time, and trying to have a gang of different things working. And that's pretty much the grind for me. Like,
I benefit from looking from the outside in. Because I get a chance to see how hard it is for them sometimes, and I get a chance to kind of like say, "Hey, I don't want to do that." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that this way because it'll work better for me. And like he was saying, man, I think when you and the God of Amon is established, I'm doing Jesus on his way, and so I think every single day I tell my wife, I say, you don't understand how I feel to be, told no a lot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You online still trying to knock doors down, and, you know what I'm saying? And I said, but you can't let that stop you. You know what I'm saying? Because you hear one no, you hear a whole bunch of, you hear one no and a whole bunch of yeses. You'll get to a point where you start expecting that to happen. Yeah. And then, just like they say, you live by people, yes, you'll die by their nose. And so for me, as a owner, every single day I wake up with I like being told no. Because, at the end of the day, you kind of get, I won't say to prove them wrong, but it's like, you slept on me.
You be like, put that on the list.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, we're going to write that up.
You going to be on the next verse?
So I think the dope thing is, is building, networking with people. Norman Michael and Speeds. Norman Michael is a singer from Florida. Speeds is a rap artist from Virginia Beach, Virginia. Now, both of them are producers. Yeah. And so, I'm managing their production as well. Like, so it's so many different pieces that we doing, and then too we do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. We call ourselves the Spurs of Christian hip hop because we not the most explosive squad. You may not see very much flash from us, but at the end of the day, we're right there. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people ask, we just do great business behind the scenes, man. We don't try to be flashy. We don't try to be known. We just try to do things the way God did it. So it's a lot of stuff that the company has been able to do that companies that's been doing this haven't been able to do. And I praise God for that. But every single day, I got to wake up I have a newborn. I just got married a year and a half ago, and I'm at a church now. I'm the youth minister, and Pastor Dr. Darren Moore, he understands that, like, yo, if you got to go do a show, or if you got to go on tour, we understand that because you still working for the King, like, you know what I mean. And so a lot of churches wouldn't give you that. They wouldn't give you that leverage, and so I get that leverage to be able to go out and still do what I do, man. And then I have to, when my wife gets home, I still got to be the husband, give her that time and attention. And so, we still do date nights, which is extremely important. You know what I'm saying? But I think, man, trying to be able to balance all of these things, that was the hardest part for me. It's trying to be able to balance.
For me. Like, it's very. I don't think people. I posted something, and a lot of people about people, like, I Googled like Bump's album in the Google Mine, and I showed the things that pop up are like free download, MP3 free.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And I'm like, yo, there are a lot of people who really still on music because they feel like, yo, it's Christian, you rap, you shouldn't be charging, yada yada yada. I'm like, bro, you don't understand what goes into this. Like, what he says, that part about usually the wife and kids is getting the short end of the stick around album time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't see wife sleeping alone every night because I'm up till 4 o'clock in the morning, creeping back into bed at 5 because I've been recording and writing all night. You know what I'm saying? They don't see me having to tell my son goodbye every weekend. They don't see, my dad saying, Daddy, can you play with me? My son saying, Daddy, can you play with me every day? And I'm like, Daddy's busy. Daddy gotta work. Daddy gotta work. Daddy gotta work. Like, they don't understand it. So that's where I'll be like, yo, how much is that worth to you, fam? Yeah. Because you obviously, every day you go somewhere, you clock in, and you take 8 hours away from your wife and kids, and you feel like, and you get compensated for that. You know what I'm saying? Bruh, I'm about to go on the road for like 2 months. How much is that time away from my wife and kids worth to you? You know what I'm saying? That $10, you know how much we spend on putting this product together? You know how much we spend on video? Like, bruh, I'm sitting here telling y'all my business. I can paint the perfect Christian on every record if I want to. I don't have to make records like My Confession and go into my struggle with pornography, bruh. I don't have to go into these marital. I don't have to tell y'all my business and tell you stuff that hurts me to say because it might help you. That's worth more than $10 to me. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that I get to now travel and speak for the Lord, if what I do touches you, it can be touching mad more people, and it does. Because there's no way I'm taking that tour all around Africa sharing the gospel if there's no way I'm giving $45,000 to build water towers in Mozambique, Africa, if those is free downloads. You know what I'm saying? And I put out more free music than I have albums. I'm still trying to catch up. So I mean, like, man, it's hard, man. With this platform, it's a lot of pressure from a lot of people who have no idea what it feels like to be in this position.
That's it, man. Well, tell them what you guys got coming. What you're working on right now. What you're pushing right now.
I mean, right now, man, this year, I'm actually releasing a mixtape. It's going to be released in like 2 weeks. Okay. People are going to hear something about it next week. But the next 2 weeks, in the month of February, I'm releasing the mixtape, the Warning Before Destruction Volume 6. So we on Volume 6 right now, man. I'm grateful that I made it to Volume 6. You know what I'm saying? So I put 17 on this joint, man. So I had a lot of time last year to do some music. And then God checked me, so and as that happened, I started like rolling more stuff out. So I got an album coming this summer, and I have another project coming at the end of the summer. I mean the end of the year or the beginning of next year. But I'm also in the process of writing a book, and so I'm trying to play catch up right now because I didn't want to be the artist. But now I realize that like it's so many benefits that God was trying to give me along with just being an artist. And I think that sometimes we don't understand. We fight the calling. It's not that God is trying to call you for that, but it's other things around that he's trying to give you as well. So it was just, being an artist is going to allow me to do all of these other things. It's also going to help and benefit other people. So yeah, man. So got the album coming out. Norman Michael is producing for a lot of people. I'm excited about that. So a lot of that news is gonna come out as well. And Speeds has a mixtape coming out. It's called For the Record in March.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good, man.
And
He got a whole roster.
The Roar.
The
I
Roar.
got a whole roster, but right now it's about Dayton.
Dayton.
The
Okay.
Roar.
Homie.
February 12th. Go
12th.
get that joint. It's gonna be iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, all of that stuff.
Okay.
Buy it before you stream it, or buy it and then stream it and listen to it.
Yeah.
But man, my bro Dayton, the one, he's just solid individual ministry wise as a person. You know what I'm saying? But this album is one of the boldest projects you gonna hear.
He's a
From
beast,
beginning
man.
to end. He's
Yeah.
talking that talk.
He's a
That
beast.
talk where you be like, dang, they might hear that. They might hear that. They might. Hey, it is what it is. Like, he roaring on that joint, man. So right now that's what it's about. We pushing everybody to go support Dayton on February 12th, and then we're also about to tour. We got a Truth Music tour coming with me, Seven, just added GS,
That's what's
and
up.
added Dayton to the
Right.
tour.
That's what's
So
up.
man, that's what we're gonna do in the next couple months, man. And then I'm gonna speak on the next projects afterwards. But right now, it's about Dayton,
Yeah.
the newcomer to GOM,
Yeah.
the Roar.
And real quick, what's the social media? How do they find you?
You can find me on everything. This is GS. Thisisgs.com. This is GS. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that.
Well, you can find me on everything. My name is Bizzle.
Now, which way? I got a
I
question.
have 2 Instagrams.
Is
brother.
it both of you?
I knew it was coming. They are both of me.
Are you serious? Okay. 'Cause
Wait, check this out. Another thing, right?
Hey, I'm telling you, listen, this guy's smart, man. Pay attention to this guy's smart, bro.
I got
Nah, so
questions
what
after the
happened
show.
was Justin Bieber, when he tried to change his name to Bizzle, he had the Bizzle Instagram. I got it trademarked. I hit Instagram like, yo, he's using my trademark. I hope you're not gonna show favoritism because he's Justin Bieber, because that might start a problem. I'm showing y'all my trademark. I'm gonna need that. So I got my joint back. And you know what I'm saying? Joint came. I was already getting a gang of Justin Bieber followers. So I started just posting ministry stuff on that joint. And then I reached So now I got 2 IGs, both with 30,000 WAP. So that's how I got the 2. Instagrams.
If he called you like, yo, man, I want to do a song with you, would you do a song with Justin Bieber?
Right now, I'll probably do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
It's funny, we had an argument between our group because you followed back one of our producers, and we were like, it's not the real
It's
page.
not the real one.
Yo, Matthew
gotta
be saying
underline it there or
that.
something.
Matthew be
Now,
saying
now we
that,
got to
like,
go back and tell her we made a mistake.
Yeah.
Nah, I got
Be unfollowing you like that ain't the real.
Oh, yeah.
But see, and look, I got the Bizzle page where I pretty much follow everybody.
Yeah.
But I learned from Twitter. I can't just follow everybody.
Yeah.
Cause everybody ain't saved.
Yeah.
Yo, my Twitter timeline look like BT Uncut. so it look like Tip Drill. So I don't be on. You know what I'm saying? It messed up. It messed up Twitter for me.
Yeah.
Like at one point
I
I,
don't
tried
even
to
look
go
at the
back.
timeline
Look,
no more.
At one point I tried to go back and follow everybody, but that joint was taking too long. So I just said forget it. But now you got a gang of people like, oh, he'll follow me.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what I wanted to like. I want to be able to experience Twitter like y'all experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been looking at
saying?
the timeline in forever, man.
Yeah.
So
So
too many people.
on the Bizzle one, I follow people back. On the other one, I follow mostly people I know personally, like so I can be up. But now I try not to be on none of them. I try to stay logged out. Like in December, I was just fasted from social networks for the most part. I log in, post something, log out, and to me that's better. Like with this platform, like y'all asked about the platform earlier. For me, it causes a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. I deal with anxiety badly. So I need to stay away from the thousands of opinions on what I should be doing, what I did wrong, all of
And
that.
that's what I
and all of that.
That's what I said to you earlier another time. I was like, man, do not let these people get to you.
Yeah.
Do not let them get to you because you're doing something that people haven't done yet. You know what I mean? You trailblazing for a lot of people. So whatever they saying, whatever they cooking up, man, just fight through it because we need you. You know what I mean?
Amen.
So
and that it allows me to, like, when I think of that, I'll be feeling bad for Cray. Like, I'll be praying for Lecrae because if I get it, he gets it
getting
10
like
times
times
worse. You feel me? So, and even hold on. Matter of fact, let me clear the record. on this Had Enough record, right? I said something. I mentioned church clothes on that joint. Yo, I got mad. Now, I didn't even think I would have to say this. Because when you listen to the context of the record, and I say something about... I want to know who you work for. You went some who it, I don't know who you work for. You ain't fooling no one in them church clothes. All you do is stone the prophets of Yahweh. Lecrae and them ain't stoning nobody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if you listen to the whole concept of the record, I don't know how you could get. Oh, he said church clothes, so he's dissing Lecrae.
They just stopped there. That's what they do. They be like,
oh, he said church clothes. There you go. We got him. I spent 30 minutes on the freeway talking to a Christian rap artist and be like, yo, that ain't what he meant. 30 minutes, bro.
Wow.
30 minutes.
It's like, I know him.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, that ain't what he meant, dog. I can call him.
But it's funny, like the line on GS record about, I'm a Christian rapper, but do you though? I'm a rider. I ain't looking for a new loophole. Now that I could see where that could be taken that way. Yeah. This other one, I'm like, yo, bro, you couldn't have been listening to the context of who I was talking to on the record. Yeah. But again, the way I rock, I refuse for anybody to make me feel like I can't stand up for a certain side because somebody else is on the opposite side. Yeah. So me, I don't feel like if Lecrae says, yo, I don't want to be in no box, y'all putting yourself, I don't feel like he's dissing me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like he's saying, Bizzle, you're in a box. Yeah. He's dissing. Like, I don't feel like that. Yeah. So when I say I'm a Christian rapper and I say that proudly,
it's not a response to him.
Yeah, it's not because, and that's what I'm saying. But sometimes what people do, they set up these constructs now. So if you say something that says you're proud to be a Christian rapper, you're automatically dissing Lecrae. Wow. You're automatically, and I refuse to not say I'm proud to be a Christian rapper because you feel like I'm dissing Lecrae. Wow. I'd rather you deal with it and I can explain it to you. Mm-hmm. I have the patience to explain myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't think if you listen to my history, when you hear me go at somebody, I don't think you're wondering whether or not I went at them.
It's very clear.
You feel me?
It's very clear.
Ain't no gray areas with Bizzle.
And I've even asked Craig before because people make me feel like,
did I say something?
Do everybody feel like does Lecrae feel like I'm dissing him? Yeah. I ain't like, yo, bro, you feel like, let me know if you feel like I'm, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want none of that inside, all that little stuff turning into big stuff. Yeah. He was like, nah. I'm like, okay, Cat's making me feel like maybe, you know what I'm saying? Wow. Did I diss him? Like, right? Like, but to clear the air, there was no diss. I don't even think of like a certain person.
That's what I was going to ask
when I'm
is
writing.
It just a general person or is it a specific person?
It's always general. I won't do it if it's a specific person because that means I need to holler at that specific person. Yeah. And that means that when you guys ask me, I have to tell you the truth. Yeah. And say that I was talking about this person. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's in public, which would create a messy situation. Right. So I won't do it if it's like one-on-one.
That's deep, man. That's good. Appreciate y'all hanging out, man. Y'all gotta get to your sound check, so we're gonna let y'all go, man. Yeah. All right, you in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, SEANTANA, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
I'ma ride on my enemies, but for violence I'm not certain. Thinking these words would do perfect if these minds could stay.